right, so what does Marcus eat in a day? Well, actually, not very much. It varies, and that's really important, is that you eat different things. I mean, I'm mainly raw vegan. Again, I'm not an extremist. I don't care if cashews and maple syrup aren't raw. I don't care. I'm not an extremist. I'm mainly raw vegan. That's it. And I don't eat the same thing every day. That's really, really important. An apple does not give you the same thing that an orange does. So it's really important that you eat different things. What I ate yesterday is not the same thing that I'm eating today, and it's not the same thing I'm eating tomorrow. It also depends on if I'm working out or not. I work out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 in the afternoon, and that determines what and when I eat, both that day and the day after. Also, I do intermittent fasting. You shouldn't do the same intermittent fasting period all the time. Why? Because let's say you don't, like for me, I don't eat usually till 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon. And if I did that every single day, my body would go, oh, he's not going to eat from the moment he wakes up till 3 in the afternoon. So I'm just going to slow down my metabolism because I'm expecting that. So you don't want that to happen. You want to kind of confuse your body so it doesn't know what's going to happen, so it doesn't just get lazy and start shutting down its metabolism during the intermittent fasting hours that are expected. Now, if you vary it, then it's not going to know what to expect, and it won't do that. All right, so let me just go through roughly a typical day of mine and how it works and what I eat and why and stuff like that. So let's just get to it. I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is I come down the stairs and I start stretching. I stretch my whole body from my arms. Then I stretch my whole body from my legs. Then I wake up my back with this exercise. And then I stretch my whole body forwards and backs this way. And then I do a couple of crunches. Then I drink a glass of water. And then I go do some HIIT, high intensity intermittent training, where I run for 20 seconds really fast, then I walk. Then I run really fast for 20 seconds, then I walk. And then I come in and I do about a half hour walking on a treadmill while I do my emails and catch up on my social media stuff. Now, I have not eaten anything. I'm running off of my fat stores, cleansing my body while I'm doing this. Then I start doing my work for the day of editing and doing whatever it is I need to do. Now, let's say it's Monday. That's a gym day. I don't eat anything. I go to the gym. I work out on an empty stomach. That means that my body, a lot of you are going to think, how do you get your energy? Well, the most efficient fuel source your body has is fat. It burns steady. You never get highs or lows like you do with sugar. Sugar gives you a rush for maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you crash. Fat keeps you going all day. So there's no problem there. Now, a lot of people think I'm high fat. No, we eat a little bit of everything, a good amount of everything, and there is whatever. I don't count my macros. I just eat what basically I find in nature, as much of it in variation as possible. Anyway, so I go to the gym, I work out, and I do my thing for an hour. That's at 2 o'clock. Now, I drink water at this point. I'm drinking water, maybe some electrolytes. And I come back, and then I start eating. Okay, so I'm back from the gym, and now it's like 3 o'clock. And now I'm going to have my meal. Today, I'm having fava beans. These are so high in protein. It has hot, spicy peppers, onions, garlic, and olive oil and apple cider vinegar. So good for you. Really, really high in muscle building protein and energy, nutrients. That's a full meal right there. Fava beans are not in the bean family, by the way. They are in the pea family. So you don't have to cook them. You can eat them raw. Now, I'm talking fresh fava beans, not the dried ones. You can order fresh fava beans online and have them shipped to you. And you can find them a lot of times in your local Hispanic, Asian, or Middle Eastern markets. Yesterday, I had my spicy Thai cabbage, one of my favorite recipes. I love that. It's just such an awesome thing to have. And actually, most of my recipes are still the classics that are in Heal Yourself 101 that I've been eating for 15 years. I've got the basics listed here in Heal Yourself 101. Page 132, 134, 135, and then even more of them are in Love on a Plate, the Young Cookbook, which you should get. This is some really, really good stuff here. This is the stuff that Kara and I eat. We love to eat this stuff. All right, so that's on now. Okay, so I have my meal, my big meal of the day at 3 o'clock when I come back from the gym. Then I wait about an hour and a half, and then I have my second thing, which is usually either dessert or a second meal. around 5 o'clock. For dessert, I still love Kara's ice cream. Even after all these years, I'm still eating it. But now the difference is instead of using cashews, we're using macadamia nuts. So the ice cream is basically macadamia nuts, ice, and a kind of sweetener, either maple syrup or Markus Sweet. That's all it is. And then we put some fruit on top, some of my vitamin C. It's so good. It's so good. And then I finish eating around 6:30, something like that. So yeah, I have like a 3-hour eating window, and that's it. That's my Monday. Okay, now Tuesday, this is the day after workout. I don't work out on Tuesdays. So I wake up, I do the same routine in the morning that I do with the stretching and the running and the walking and all that. And then I have my water, but I don't eat anything until around 11 o'clock. Now, 11 o'clock is, we alternate this every other day. On one day, I have my favorite liver cleansing drink, which is grapefruit, olive oil, garlic, ginger, and some ice. Really, really refreshing, really good. And it's super, super cleansing and good for you. It tastes great. So I have that at 11 o'clock. And then the next time I have, which would be on a Thursday, instead of that, I would have my cactus aloe drink, which is basically cactus, aloe vera, and a little bit of orange juice mixed in a blender. Very, very nutritional, very good for you. And then the following day after that, I would have the grapefruit drink and then the cactus aloe. So we switch every other. This is on non-gym days. All right, so 11 o'clock, we have my grapefruit olive oil drink or my cactus aloe drink. Then around 2 o'clock, I would have a smoothie. Now, the smoothie is my basic smoothie. It's half greens, which is arugula, kale, dandelions, some celery, maybe a cucumber, and then I would maybe put in a handful of frozen fruit, some kind of nut butter, 2 heaping spoonfuls of my Green Pro C, which is my green formula, protein formula, and vitamin C, some ice, and every day I mix it up. I put something a little bit, whatever I can find that's healthy, I throw it in there, and then at 5 o'clock, I have my main meal. Now, this is not written in stone. Every now and then, I might have a smoothie before I go to the gym, or I might have a smoothie during the gym or after the gym, and then I have my meal instead of 3 o'clock at 4 o'clock. I switch it up a little bit every now and then. I go by what I feel. This isn't like a machine clockwork. I go by what my body tells me and what I feel like doing. But generally, I don't eat in the mornings. I eat starting middle of the day or later in the day. Now, some people say, what about eating first thing in the morning and then not eating later in the day? Sure, you can do that. That's fine too. I personally, I'm not hungry when I wake up. I don't want to eat till later. So that's just me. And again, what I do doesn't mean, I'm not saying you need to do this. This is what I do. It was what works for me. And you might not want to eat later in the day. You might want to eat when you get up and then not eat for the rest of the day. That's fine too. So some basics. I don't snack all day like a lot of women do. You know, I've said this so many times. If you're a carb-aholic, you love carbs, that's going to keep your hunger going, and you're going to want to eat your chocolate and your cookies and your crackers and your snacks every 45 minutes all day long, which ages you faster. And now you start getting all kinds of, I've already talked about all that. So try not to snack all day. I try not to snack all day. If I do need something, I might have a couple of macadamia nuts. Yeah, that's high fat or whatever, but it's good, the healthy fat, and it's really, it keeps you going, and it's got the nice texture to it. And maybe I'll have a piece of chocolate or something, nothing major. I really don't snack that much. You really shouldn't. And then on Sundays, that's kind of my fasting day. I don't eat anything all day Sunday until 5 in the afternoon. And Kara and I like to go out to eat and celebrate the end of the week. And we go out to a restaurant and have some nice food at 5 o'clock. That's our feast day. But I don't eat anything at all, Sunday at all, until 5 o'clock. And then I just have one meal and that's it. No late night snacking or anything after that. People say, what do you eat? What do you eat? Well, it depends. It depends where we go. We like to eat at fancy places because we felt we worked hard that week. And then fancy places usually have a really healthy stuff on the menu. And we made a video about how we pick the healthy stuff on menus and have them make us something really nice there. Sometimes when we go out to travel, like I said, we're not extremists. I do not ask the waiter, is the kale organic? What kind of oils are in the salad dressing? I don't want to create that negative energy. I am thankful I have the food. I enjoy it. This isn't happening very often. I'm not going to kill myself with that one thing. So I think being thankful for your food is more healing than obsessing over every single ingredient that they're getting, driving the waiter and the chef crazy where they spit in your food because it makes them angry. But some examples of when we travel or whatever, for example, is like I might go to California Pizza Kitchen and they have a Thai salad, which is really good. I say no chicken, replace that with avocado and pineapple. And that tastes really good. It's got a peanut sauce dressing, really, really good. Cheesecake Factory, for example. I know, Pizza Kitchen, Cheesecake Factory, it sounds like really bad places, right? But I don't do the cheesecake and the pizza. I do the healthier options. The Cheesecake Factory, they have an arugula beet avocado salad with orange slices. It's really, really good. There is a little bit of yogurt sauce on the bottom. I mean, I'm not freaking out about it. It's not the end of the world. You know, like I said, I'm not an extremist and I don't do this all the time, maybe a couple times a month. So it's a lot of people who hear me saying this, oh, good, I can go eat whatever I want every day or every other day. And no, I'm not saying that. These are like special things that we do once in a blue moon, okay? Do not misquote what I'm saying here. It's okay to live a little, but don't do it all the time. You know, don't snack all day long and don't eat out or don't eat processed food or anything that's baked in an oven. And if you do, once a month, maybe, but don't think that's a green light for doing whatever you want, whenever you want. I eat mainly raw vegan food most of the time. Eat whatever you find in nature as close to the form that you find it in nature. All right. Well, I hope this helped. I mean, it's not really that complicated. Read the book. I mean, it explains it. Nothing's really changed that much over all these years. I mean, this isn't a special diet. This is the way nature intended us to eat. Pluck something off of a tree and eat it. And you can't always do that, obviously. So you do the best you can in this world. Stay as close to the nature as you can. Well, I hope that helps. I mean, I hope I answered your questions, and be creative with your food. Check our recipe videos. We got all kinds of them on this channel. We got our books, have a bunch of stuff in it. And that's it. So, life shouldn't be about eating all the time. Eating is food. It should be a good experience, should taste good, and we make it taste good. Our stuff tastes better than the real thing. It's amazing. You're not denying yourself anything by eating healthy. All right. Well, I hope this helped. I hope this inspired you. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, until then, bye.